Thomas, what's up, man? How you doing? Good. We've got 3 left in both the mini batting helmets, our final one. Probably won't do those again for a while unless we do a full size. And then 3 left in the Gold Rush full size. Everything else is filled up until we get to live fills. And I'm just now remembering that I don't think I finished. Checking dollar break. Let me close this for 1 second. See if everyone I marked down for dollar break or not. I don't think I did. Just so I can see who I'm missing here. There's one. Is that the only one? No, there's 2. Right, let me fix that here. Okay, fix that. Let's go back over here. What teams left in the Gold Rush full size? We've got. Take the jet, Sweeney. You'll thank me later. Larry, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, so Thomas, remember you at the very least have $45 credit today for getting 2 of those right in a row. But if you get the third guess right again today, you get a full size instead of the 45 credit. So you can preemptively use that here if you want to, but still hope that you just win a free full size. Teams left in the full size are Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, Buffalo, Carolina, Cleveland, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Indy, Jacksonville, Vegas, Chargers, Rams, Miami, New England, Jets, Tennessee, and Washington. Hey, can I get Indy? You can, Phil. Good luck to you. Thanks for joining. 25 for those ones. See, Phil doesn't have Facebook, so he's got to wait to see what is even open when we get here. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. So 2 left, full size, 3 left in the HP mini batting helmet. There's teams there. I'll read those now. Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, the Cubs, the White Sox, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Colorado, Detroit, Houston, Dodgers, Miami, Minnesota, San Francisco, Tampa Bay, Texas, Toronto, and Washington. So just 3 and 2 away on these. Jeff, what's up? If Larry V wants to trade Joseph Wool for Connor McMichael, Mark Scheifele, or Billy Smith, Larry is right there above you. Larry is here. Lambert's for sale in the Funko. Jack Lambert's up for $4 if anybody wants him. That's not a good color to highlight with. And Larry, if you want to trade Joseph Wool away, you do have Joseph Wool, right? You do. For either Connor McMichael, Mark Scheifele, or Billy Smith, let Dylan know. If you want to hold Wool, that's fine too. Thomas, Chargers, you got it. So 1 left in the full size, 3 left in the mini batting helmet. Got you there. Did I miss anything? Lambert, Larry, Chargers, just nope. We will do the dollar break first today. Some new stuff in there, so more entries this week. I'm going to keep trying to find some. I think next week will be a little bit more heavy. We'll add in full size and stuff since we added a bunch of others this week. So we'll do a bunch of. We'll shift back to adding in some jerseys in full size next week or the week after that. But that way we kind of have a nice mixture of items to pick from. I need to not itch my eye. Let me put this eye drop in. You want to do it for Scheifele? Dylan, does that work for you? I'm assuming it does. I And I swear you two, if you guys trade away a hit, either one of you, I'm sorry, and congratulations, both sides, right? Okay. Oh, I also forgot we got Jaden Schwartz for the Kraken and Connor Garland available. Those are $7 each. So we got a few other items. Also, still have Jordan Alvarez and Dominique Wilkins for $4, and then Jack Lambert's up for $4 from Larry. So there's 3 $4 ones, 2 $7 ones, and then a couple of full spots still left. We'll take just a couple minutes here to try to get these filled up, and then we'll get rolling. What was I trading? That's my fault. I forgot. I mean, I posted it on there, but then I forgot here live. Who'd we trade? We traded Joseph Woll for Mark Scheifele. And Mark Scheifele's right there. Okay, got you on the trade. Nick, you want Jaden Schwartz? You got it. I'm going to remind myself that it's 7 on those. Connor Garland for the Canucks, still there. And then let me do one more quick recap here with what's left. So, 1 left in the Gold Rush full size. If you guys want me to read teams, I can again. There are these ones here. Connor Garland left in the hockey jersey. If it goes unclaimed, that's fine, but we'll mention it again when we get there. 3 left in the mini batting helmet. Our final one for the baseball batting helmet. I don't know what will replace it for the Monday starters, but we'll figure it out this weekend. So 3 teams left there. It's just $17. You'll get a second team on top of that. Wilkins dollar break is not still open. I wish, Andrew. I have to put a timeline to it, and I decided to shut it off on the same day it starts. So it goes it's like 12 hours basically, 8 a.m. usually until 8 p.m. for me, 10 p.m. Eastern. So no spots left there. There are a bunch of fun stuff, so maybe next week you can jump in, unless the one item you're wanting gets claimed up, which could happen. Brian, I got you on Wilkins, so just Jordan Alvarez, Connor Garland are our solos left, as well as Jack Lambert. And then 3 and 1 left in the HP Mini and the Gold Rush full size. Let's shift over to the dollar break. We can come back and fill these up before we get rolling with everything else. Let me check Facebook since I have a notification. Nope, no one claiming there. I'm going to comment here so that I don't screw myself over again. Close to claim live, just a few left. No, I'll just put close to claim live. That's perfect. Okay, let's roll with the dollar, and we'll come back and fill up the 3, the 1, and the solos if those get claimed. But dollar. I will read off how many spots we have. 669 today. I want to say there was about 120-ish in freebie spots, maybe a little more than that. There are a bunch of new additions, so we'll go over those here in just a second, but I am going to read off who has how many spots, just so you can hear me read them and see them in there when we run them. I always say if this is the time to grab a drink, even though I don't have one for myself. I'll get one in a second. We'll go through items, we'll roll the dice, and we'll run the list. Appreciate you guys jumping in this week. Let's see if we can get something, I guess, no matter what, you need something fun. Rooting for all of you, whether you have 1 spot or 200 spots. Okay, I've got Ron with 5. I've got Scott with 20 with 5 bonus. Chad, you had 10 here. Chris, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Greg, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Tom, you had 5. Nick B, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Dwayne, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Brian E, you had 4 there. Quentin, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Philip, you had 5. Greg, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Ron, you had another 5. Tim, you had your 1 there. Greg, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Larry V, you had your 31 with 5 bonus. Bill B, was it 22 or 23? 23 with 5 bonus. Larry A, you had 20 with 5 bonus, and then again 20 with 5 bonus. Bill S was 22 with 5 bonus. Brian E, another 4. Jim, you had 30 with 5 bonus. Ron, you had 5. Matt S, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Greg, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Vlad, you had 5. Frank, you had 5. Brian, you had another 4. Mark, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Vlad, another 5. Eric S, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Greg, you had 4 there. Michael H, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Jonathan R., you had 20 with 5 bonus. Michael B., 1. Brian B., 5. Ron, you had another 5, which gave you your 5 bonus. Brian W., 20 with 5 bonus. Kip D., you had 10. And then Greg, you had another 20 with 5 bonus. So 669, let's remember that. I already copied it. Let's quickly show the options today. I added a few and I took some out. Remember, if you don't see the item that you were going for last week, one, J.J. McCarthy was picked last week, so that's not there because it was picked. A few I just removed because it was time. You can always ask me, hey, is that still an option? And I can say, sure. Or no, it's gone, or it's in the series, or I guess I wouldn't say that, but I'd say I'm using it, which I guess is a good hint, and so forth. But you can always ask. I like to switch stuff up. Was my total 10? Let's make sure. Is that how much you claimed? 5 there, 5 there. Did you have more than 10 claimed, Vlad? Yeah, I think that's all you had, right? 5 and 5. Yep, I got them. 2 different lines of 5. Okay, dollar break items. Let's see if this helps me read it off a little bit quicker today. I have every picture individually in there as well, but I made this just as kind of a reference. Let's start. No, that's not going to work. Let's do full sizes first. So these are all full sizes. Nick Bosa, Flash, Tua, Brian Dawkins, Sean Alexander, Amp, Nico Collins, Rave, Chad Johnson, Alternate, Joe Theismann, Speed, Kurt Warner, Speed. Those are classics. Deion Sanders, Eclipse, and then the other full sizes. We're here at the back. Ray Lewis, STS, Tyreek Hill, Throwback, Troy Polamalu, College, Derek Brooks, Throwback, Trevor Lawrence, Draft Helmet, Archie Manning, Flash, Nick Sirianni, Super Bowl Helmet. This is Johnny Manziel on the Texas A&M, and then Lawrence Taylor. For our licensed jerseys, we have Tim Stutzel for the Ottawa Senators on a reverse, Mikko Rantanen for the Colorado Avalanche on a reverse retro as well, Klay Thompson, Nike, Liv Dunn, or Livy Dunn, I don't know, Olivia, Livy, Liv, whatever it is, LSU, Nike, Jaromir Jagr, that is a Fanatics for the Capitals. It's a throwback, is what I'm trying to say. Or vintage, sorry, the V for vintage. LSU jersey for Shaquille O'Neal on the Mitchell & Ness and Jerry Rice Nike. Our minis are Emmitt Smith Eclipse, Charles Woodson Lunar, Julio Jones Eclipse, Ricky Williams Rave, Bo Jackson Flash, Terry Bradshaw Blaze. I was going to add some credit to this, and I will. If someone decides to pick it, I'm going to add some credit. I'll add it on the thing later. And Joe Montana. I just don't have the 4 for that. Don't know why, but I don't. I could change that. But it looks nice like that. Custom jerseys. Some big names here. We have Emmitt Smith, Christian McCaffrey, Chevy Chase on the Fletch jersey. Ellie De La Cruz is a new addition. Dan Marino. Some of these are new. And then our other page. We added Walter Payton on the 16x20. It's not crooked. That's just the way I stood it up, and it was crooked. It's in a case, and I'll put it in the flat box. It's fine. Ed Belfort goalie mask, Jonathan Quick goalie mask, Charlie Sheen on the Funko, Barry Sanders on the Funko, and Post Malone on the Funko. Those are all newbies. We had Danica Patrick on a NASCAR helmet, Sosa and Vlad. You could get both of them if you pick that. Paul Skeens is new as well in the All-Star Baseball, and Baker Mayfield cleats been in there a while. It'll stay in there. That's a fun, cool item. And that's all our options. Goes a little quicker that way, maybe. Okay. Let's go over here and let's share our dice roll. As a reminder, we always do 7 or higher. We roll a dice to figure out how many times we're going to run the list. If it's not 7 or higher, we'll re-roll. So first roll is going to be good enough. 8. 5 plus 3, 8. Steve, what's up, man? I don't know if you're back from vacay. Hopefully it was fun for you. 8 times on the list. Let's go over here. Let's paste. Let's make sure it was, what was it, 669? Run 8 times. Let's make sure. 669. Okay, 7 more times to find our winner. Top spot on the 8th roll. You can pick whatever item they want. Good luck, everyone. Dave, what's up, man? How you doing? There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. I'm doing the slide because scrolling will take forever on this one. There's 5. There's 6. There's 7. Sheesh. And our last roll, we've done it 7 times. 8 is what we need to get our winner. 3, 2, 1. Our winner is Eric S. I feel like you won not that long ago. Bill S., Greg, Jonathan R., Mark, Matt, Mark, Bill B., Dwayne, Bill B. I swear you had number 7 and number 6. Sorry. Some of you guys just do not have the luck for the dollar break. I'm hoping it changes for you soon. Eric, I feel like you've won twice in the last couple of weeks. Bill, you've won a few times, but almost got it there. Greg, we're looking for it for you. Back on land. You've been on a cruise yet? I've been on a cruise a long time ago with my family. I was probably like 15 years old or 12 years old. I don't. Last time I went on a cruise. Okay. Eric S., are you here? Do you know what you want? If you're not here, I'll bug you later. You are here. Do you know what you want, or you need a little bit of time? Congrats. Lots of options here. Sports. Let me know. Okay. Let's just go down and make sure we see 8 times is correct. Congrats, Derek. Sorry to everyone else. Better luck next week. All but one of those items will still be there. So hopefully if you're going for something hard, it's still there for you. Okay. Let's stop sharing. All right, just changed. I keep doing this, wasting time. Well, let's get going with our break night. I've got a play last week with positions. Let's see if you can do it 2 weeks in a row. A lot more equal on the guesses here. 28%, 28%, 22%, 22%. So we don't know what you're going to pick yet. QB, running back, tight end, wide receiver, other. If one of the Funkos is NFL, it will count. If it's not, the first thing that will count will be the Gold Rush full size. We have a few spots left to get us all the way filled up. Let's see if we can do that now. In order, we have just 1 spot left in the Funko. That's Jordan Alvarez for $4. Larry's also selling Jack Lambert for $4. If anybody's interested in either of those, please let me know before we run it. We do need to get the HP mini helmet closed up. It's our final mini helmet. I'm not going to do them again for a while. They're fun, but these ones definitely a little bit harder to fill up. 3 spots left. The teams that are left: Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, Cubs, White Sox, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Colorado, Detroit, Houston, Dodgers, Miami, Minnesota, San Francisco, Tampa Bay, Texas, Toronto, and Washington. Those are $17 a spot. You will pick a team. You'll get a second team given to you. Jay taking the Cubs. Jay, you got it. 2 spots left there to close us. Thomas taking Dodgers. Michael taking Jordan Alvarez. We're getting somewhere. Let's quickly update this. 14 is Thomas. Jordan is Michael. And then I've got Kyle taking the Reds to close us here. James just a second behind on Washington. Appreciate you trying to help us close those. So we're full there. We'll run the randoms for that in just 1 second, but let me go over what else is left. Just Connor Garland left for $7 in East Coast. Again, if no one claims it, just go unclaimed. 1 spot left in the full size. The teams left there are Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, Buffalo, Carolina, Cleveland, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Jacksonville, Vegas, Rams, Miami, New England, Jets, Tennessee, and Washington. 1 final claim there will get us our this one closed. We're closed on everything else. James, Green Bay, you got it. Great choice. Can't believe, well, I can, but I'm not happy that we let go of Alexander today. Saw it coming, but I was hoping it wouldn't happen. Yeah. Already struggling. We need to keep him, but I don't know. Okay, let's quickly run these randoms, and then we can just start getting through our stuff tonight. We'll probably just go in the order. I tried to change these around so that it stayed in order, so we're not jumping between. So we'll go Funko first, MLB next, East Coast after that, Gold Rush full-size Radkey, Big Al's full-size, which is closed. We'll do a live fill 3-box, 1 box less than the pre-fill live fill. And then we'll do Radkey box as well. We have 1 pre-filled. We will do some Big Al's jerseys, a 2-boxer. 4 new names were added on Thursday, and 4 new names were added today. So 8 new names between the last couple of days. Obviously, 4 players hit, or 8 players hit, I should say. Then we'll probably finish with a 2-boxer. That's the schedule tonight, but let's get rolling. So last thing left is Connor Garland. High price tag for a guy often injured, but great when he plays. That's the problem. he was the most expensive cornerback, and I was getting used to playing without him, but I kept thinking if we could only have him back. Like I kept blaming our losses on him not being there. Justin Jefferson goes for 480 yards against us. Not really, but you get the point. Okay, let's run some randoms for you might as well for HP Mini, and then we'll do the randoms for Gold Rush, and then we'll start over here and go this way. Thanks, guys, for helping me close those. Let's go here. We gotta get a brand new list. 7 times on all these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. But we need cornerbacks, so I'm a little stressed about that, but whatever. Cleveland through Houston on this one. Who you have, and if you want to trade or sell here, just pause it here and take a look. I'm going to run these now. I'll come back and read who you have when we get to that break, but take a look at who you have if you want to move them around. Try to move them, go for it. Let's do full size now. So everything is all set up, ready to go. Arizona through Washington 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I see the pole moving, but all it is a 3-way tie now. Oh boy, who's it going to be? What position? Tennessee through Detroit. We're back to $50 credit for the poll. You guys got it right already on Wednesday, so we're just resetting back to 50. Okay, randoms have been run. If you want to talk about trading, you can do it now. I'll highlight it a little bit better when we get to it if you're still looking to trade. But for now, let's start on the Funko. Last call on Jack Lambert. If you want the Jack Lambert Funko spot for $4, Larry V's selling. He's hit Lambert in one of the previous cases. Not this case, obviously. His name wouldn't be there. It'd be taken off if he had hit. But he doesn't need 2 Jack Lamberts. Houston for trade in the Gold Rush full size. Or sell. Perfect. Steve, you'll take Lambert? You got it. Just $4, so worth a shot. Thanks, Steve. Good luck to you. Good luck to you too, Larry. McIntyre and Wilson are up for trading the Funko. Okay, when we get there, I'll remind it. Let's read off who has who. There's more names here. Just give me a second while I read through these. And if I read fast, I'm sorry. This was all posted on Facebook for you guys to see as well. If you need me to read through again who your randoms are, just ask me and I'll read your line for you. Bill S., I have you with Fox, Lloyd, and Jefferson, Malone, Elias, Tomlinson, Kilmore, Stiller, and Grammer. Larry, you have Hargitay and Sheen. You sold Jack Lambert to Steve. Dwayne, you have Depp, Bradshaw, Melissa Joan, McKinnon, Estevez, and Mike Tyson. Jonathan R., you have Chase, Diesel, and Tom Berenger. Vlad, you have Marino, Christina Applegate, and Flavor Flav. Let's see. I read the chat, and then I went back over here, and I forgot where I was. Dave, Magic, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Vlad Jr. Chad, Cena, Bird, Barry, Damon, Demerit, and Antetokounmpo. Giannis. Bill B., Allen, Hull, and Hayden Christensen. Tim, you have Dr. J, Drew McIntyre, and Rain Wilson. Wilson and McIntyre are up for trade if anybody wants to. Already have them. What the heck? Yeah, I mean, for $4, I like taking a shot at that, too. Brian G., you have Hugh Jackman, Barry Sanders, and Dennis Rodman. We just added the Barry Sanders to the dollar break. Eric, you have Undertaker, Clooney, Austin Matthews, Stone Cold, Linda Blair, and Allen Iverson. Brian, you have Pacino, Lawrence Taylor, and Alexa Bliss. That's Brian W., sorry. Brian G., you have Bale, Tyreek Hill, and Ron Howard. And then back to Brian W., you have DeVito, Shotzi, Castle, Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, and Mike Singletary. Our solos were Brian E. with Dominique Williams. Chad, you had Bianca Blair and Katie Seagal. Vlad, you had Vincent and Henry Thomas. Michael B., you had Jordan Alvarez. Jonathan R., you had Tim Allen and David Faustino. Brian Ray Lewis. That's all of them. Steve, you bought Lambert. Any hockey players for sale? Just Connor Garland left from what's left over. I don't think anybody else had anything else up for sale. So Houston went to David H. Is that what we're saying here? That is what we're saying. Okay, so Nick, you know the spiel. You got a $13 credit. David, you're paying $12 for that. Nick, you're paying $12. I'll house the dollar on that. So Larry, the only thing open, I don't know if anybody else is $7 for Garland. So I just do a little bit less than I don't ever seem to do hockey at the exact amount that I should to make it so that every player's even. So just it's 22 for the 3, but we're doing 7 for the 1. If you want them, it's yours. Larry, you got it. Okay. Canucks jerseys are always fun. Larry A, $7. Okay, we're completely full. Read these off. Let's close the screen and let's open this. Which boxes do we have? Which Funkos do we have? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Anything but a 3 will work here. So naturally, I will roll a 3 here. Nope. That's a 5. We will open box 5. Right here in the middle. Box 5. He's back right here. Get out of here. My dog keeps coming down here when they're not home. Nothing down here for you. Have we, the last 2 cases, have we hit a pictured headliner yet? I don't remember if Tyson was a pictured headliner. Do you guys remember from the last series? We haven't hit one from this series yet. I'd love to hit one of these, 10 at some point. Thanks, Nick F, says David. I don't think so. We've hit some fun ones, but I don't think we've seen a pictured headliner. One of these would be fantastic. In this case or next case. We'll do a double cut here through the plastic and the seal. Maybe. It's not liking me cutting right there. There we go. Take the Rice jersey. You got it. Rice has been up there for a while too, wondering when someone would take them. Nice. We've had a ton of Rice. Not a ton. We've had more in the jersey series of a Mitchell and Ness. The Nikes are obviously a little different. I don't know. I think sometimes people like Nike better than others. I like them both. But the Nike's nice. You got it, Eric. I'll get it out for you tonight. Drop it off tomorrow. Great choice. Yeah, congrats, Eric. Okay. I don't know if I just showed you guys who it was. I didn't see it, but I realized that it was kind of open. Here we go. Good luck, all. If this is football, we'll count towards the poll. You guys are still extremely close on the votes. 3, 2, 1. It is football. I jinxed this by when I kept saying that, didn't I? Hey, I don't mind Samurai Mike. We pulled a few footballs now. We started 2 footballs from this series. Mike Singletary. Samurai Mike, who had Singletary? I don't think he was claims. He's got to be one of the many randoms. Don't think he was a solo either. Let me find him. I've looked like 15 times up and down. Oh, it's because it's the very last random before we got to the solos. That's Brian W. Brian, nice hit. Mike Singletary, nice white ink on that one. Signed up by the helmet. Should be Beckett. It is. Mike Singletary is the name. Playing linebacker and coaching is the game. Are the autographed goalie masks for sale? There may come a point where they are for sale, Larry. I've had them in the dollar break for a while, and if I pull them out, they would be basically up for sale wherever I decide to sell them. You memorize those randoms? Hey, it was the very last random. Yeah, the full size. You talking about the Ed Belfour and the Jonathan Quick? Potentially. I know that a lot of people were interested in them, but they've sat in there and they haven't been picked since I put them in. So anything's it just depends. If I have something in a series or our jersey series, I typically don't ever take them out until they hit. Dollar break's a little different. I like to shuffle stuff out. So you let me know if you're interested, but someone may be sad if I pull one of them down, but I was about to do it anyways. Brian, nice hit. Mike Singletary, let's leave it out here. Are we look at the votes shift towards other? Maybe they were already on other. I'll keep it open until we get past these last few non-football items. Oh, if they're full size. God, I thought you meant for sale. They are full size, yes. Both the goalie masks in the dollar break are full size. Ed Belfour and Jonathan Quick. I mean, it's hard to. I mean, there's many ones that are many. These ones, I don't know if it could fit. Maybe not in my head. Maybe yours. They're very cool. But the problem with the dollar break is there's a lot of fun things, and you know, we like stuff, and then when we hit, we tend to try to look for perceived value as well, you know, so it's tough. It's tough, but it's fun. So yes, they are full size. I'm sitting here giving you a spiel about how they might be for sale. Okay, let's do baseball. HP MLB Mini. This is our final mini. This is box 3, so we don't need to run a random on this one. We've already opened the other 3. It also is box 33 of 100. Let's read off some teams, and then we'll open it. Yeah, they might be for sale. Bill S., I've got you with Milwaukee, Cleveland, Chad, Yankees, and Texas. Brad, you have Pittsburgh, Angels, Seattle, Washington, Tampa Bay, Toronto. Chad, you have Boston, St. Louis, Detroit, and Miami. Bill S., Oakland, Baltimore, San Diego, Arizona. Larry V., you had Philadelphia and the White Sox. Jonathan R., Mets and San Francisco. Greg, Kansas City, Colorado. Jay, you had the Cubs and the Braves. Thomas, Dodgers and Minnesota. Kyle, you had Cincy and Houston. Okay, let's close. Let's get it rolling. Final one. I pulled a Chrome. That's all I was after. I'd like to pull a headliner Chrome, but I wanted to see a Chrome mini batting helmet. We finally got one. We were close 2 weeks ago. This will have 2 cut there. We'll take the sleeve off, and then we'll cut again. Anybody want to give me a score check? I know it was 1-0 when I stopped watching. And if anyone's recording, just quickly say, no, please don't, and I won't talk about it anymore tonight. I don't ever want to be the reason that someone messes up their recording. 2-1 Panthers. I saw it was 1-0. Who scored the last 2 goals? I saw the Rat scored the first one. Who scored for Edmonton and Florida after that? It's going to be Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Dang it, Perry. And it's going to be Barkov, because I never see him score anymore. Barkov. Probably Sam Bennett or Reinhardt. 3-1. Ugh. I don't want Florida to win again. Okay, here we go. Good luck, all. Batting helmet. Mini. We got our generic. Shows all the COA cards. If we ever hit the share your hit, you guys get that with the credit. Always belongs to the winner of the helmet. Corey Perry, the Ageless Wonder. Ooh, this one looks nice. Maybe a headliner based on this color? I don't know. Here we go. Maybe. Reinhardt and Verhaeghe. We still have the Verhaeghe in the series, but he never gets claimed. He's a great player. You see a little bit of yellow poking out there. We got Fanatics and an MLB authenticator on here. Yellow helmet. Let's do the thing where we pull it out here so it's a little easier to see. Pretty sure there's a yellow helmet on the headliners. It would be nice to pull. End with a headliner here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm pretty sure that is. Let me. That's the Padres. Great hit. I could have sworn there was a Padres helmet. I might be going crazy. No, there is a Padres helmet. That's not the headliner, though. Not the same signature. I'm sorry. I thought it might be. Who had the Padres? Let me go find. San Diego, which translates to Wales. Bill, that's you. Bill S. San Diego Padres. Thought it was Pirates. Yeah, at first I thought it might be Pirates too when I saw the yellow. Jake Cronenworth. I don't know why they're calling it chrome. It's not chrome. I mean, it is a nice finish on it, but it's not chrome. It's not that shiny, but it is shiny. Jake Cronenworth. San Diego Padres. Batting helmet, mini helmet. That's cool. Fanatic certified. This one doesn't have the little pen on there. There's your COAs. Nice hit, Bill. Congrats. I thought it was a headliner. I was wrong. It's the same style as a headliner, but it's a great looking helmet. That looks nice. That's cool. Congrats, Bill. Okay, let's keep it rolling. We've got one more non-football item before we get to the football stuff, and we got a bunch of you guys that have a chance to get it right twice. Thomas has a chance to get it right 3 times. I don't know if that'd be our first 3-time winner. I did kind of give you a little bit of a pass by giving you, what was it, Ohio State for, or no, Georgia for Justin Fields. He played there, but at the start. That's all right. I don't mind. Okay, it is time for our East Coast box. We've opened 2 so far, no headliners yet. I hope we have a few. I'd love to have 1 or 2 of these big boys. We'll find out soon enough. In the East Coast box, Joseph, I've got you with Juan, Teravainen, and Svechnikov. CK, you have Coyle, Frost, and Foligno. Christian over Waffle Board Breaks, you have Hagel, O'Reilly, and Marchenko. Larry V, Esposito, Grant Fuhr, and you traded for Mark Scheifele. Dylan, you have Wolf, Stuart Skinner, and Billy Smith. That is the goalie line. Nice. Greg, Parayko, Stutzel, and Aho. Louis, you have Rust, Doan, and Barbashev. Mike, you have Austin Matthews. He eludes me. Matthews is one of my hard ones to hit. Giroux and Sundin. Jonathan R. Kempe, Barkov, and Colton. Greg, you have Vasilevsky, Mercer, and Palat. Jason, Kachuk, Kraus, and Keller. You got the Utah line there on your randoms. Dylan, Paul, McMichael, and you traded for Joseph Wool. Daryl, you had Knuckles, Newhook, Josie, Perfetti, Brat, and Ekholm. Jeff H., you close this with Solani and Kopitar. You got Connor, Erickson, Eck, Askarov, and Vernon. And then we had Jaden Schwartz claimed by Nick and Connor Growling claimed by Larry A. Our boxes we have left are these ones. Should be 13 boxes. It is. Let's copy them and random which box we're going to roll with here. Headliner, or just a fun name. 7 times to get our box number. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 10. 10 it is, 7 times, box 10. Let's stop sharing. Let's get my screen back up. 4-1. Good grief. Bring on game 4, I guess. Lame. At least I'm missing a blowout game. I guess they could come back still. Crazy things happen in hockey, but at least it's the game I'm missing, huh? I've gotten better at pronouncing hockey names from watching and trying to buy stuff and joining breaks. I'm still not great, but I'm a lot better than I used to be. There are a few Finnish and Swedish and Russian and whatever else names. I'm getting better at them. If it's a Blackhawks jersey, I'll trade my Bijan Robinson jersey for it. Yeah, it's a good trade offer. I forget how many Blackhawks are in this series. 1 or 2? Teravainen's still Blackhawks, right? Yeah. I think there's one more in there somewhere. I forget who it is. I'm not going to look for it. I swear there's 2. Oh, Foligno, right? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Come on, headliner, or let's go for a claimed player. Someone you guys claimed and wanted to hit. Let's hope for that, huh? Box 10. Hope for Griswold 1. Griswold's cool too. That's a Blackhawks one. Yeah, they're cool looking jerseys. I hit a Blackhawks not terribly long ago with Christian. I hit the DeBrincat, right? He's with Detroit now, but okay, let's go upside down there. I've almost always been upside down and backwards or whatever, so we're going to slide it out. I haven't seen it yet. Sometimes I see a little glimpse. I'm staring at my screen instead of here. Come on, headliner. 3, 2, 1. That is not a headliner, but I think I know who it is. I think this is a Utah guy now. That sure looks like a Coyote jersey looking on the side there. It is. I love the Coyote jerseys. I'm pretty sure this is Shane's son, Josh. It is. I'm jealous. This is a cool hit. Josh Doan. Leading scorer for the Coyotes all time. His son now plays for Utah. He had a great end of his season with us. Josh Doan. Should I find out who has them now before I do it at the end like I always do? Josh. I keep wanting to say Shane. He was at a game actually watching his son. That's Louie. About time you hit, Louie. This is going to Charles. Nice hit. Josh Doan on one of these cool Coyote jerseys. They're no longer a team. Thanks to stupid Utah, right? As the NHL fans like to say. We hate Utah, man. We're better out in the desert. Well, we are the desert, and we like them more than you guys did. How about that? Doan, Fanatics. That was my junior team's jersey. That's cool. New England Junior Coyotes. Such a cool looking jersey. I love these. Look at the front too, man. This is beautiful. Coyotes jersey. They did have a very nice, cool looking mascot and some jersey concepts. Sad for them. Fanatics premium, so this one should have a fight strap for us. My opinion, what's up? Didn't see you say hi there. Great hit. Louis Charles, great hit. Josh Doan. Not a headliner, but a cool there. We got to hope for some headliners upcoming in these next few boxes. I just like them all, though. These are all great. Fanatics Premium, beautiful jersey there. Nice color scheme, cool logo. Coyotes jerseys are cool. And there won't be any new ones of them, so. He told me that Josh would be in the series. I said, how many top players this time? And he said, Keller, Krause, and Doan. And then I saw the checklist, and this one was a Coyote, not a Utah. That's right, 2 Utahs good. Nice hit. Louie, congrats. Where's my box? It's up here. I used to live in Arizona, and I hate to say, oh, you're right. It just kind of seems like all the clamoring came after they were gone, you know. And I'm sure there was a ton of hardcore fans. Don't get me wrong. But I think our owner here, even some of the players were saying, you know, like, who was it? It was Sergachev, Mikhail Sergachev on his outgoing interview. He said, this is the best organization I've ever played for. He just won 2 Stanley Cups with Tampa, you know, years prior. He said the fans, the organization, the owners, the front office, they all care about us. This is where I want to stay with my family, blah, blah, blah. I think maybe it's easy to stay in the honeymoon phase, so I don't know. Maybe it'll drop down, but it's fun going. Most night the seat were filled. We've been sold out every single night. Again, it's the newness, but man, people here love it. You see it all around town wearing jerseys and shirts, just regular, even now in the summer. Sorry. Okay, it's time for Gold Rush. Congrats, Livy. That's a cool jersey. Guess your college guesses, guys. There are a certain few of you that have a chance to get it right. Thomas, you are on the hot seat trying to get to 3 tonight. If you do, you win a free helmet with me tonight, a free full size. Brad, David L., and Mark M., you guys are all trying to go for 2. So we got 4 people to watch. If it's a team that is not a Power 5, it's not a big school, I'll give you a second chance with Radke. If it is and you get it wrong, I'm sorry. Anybody that's watching, even if you're not in this break, you just need to guess a college team that you think this player was drafted from. If you get it right, you win. See, I always say drafted from, so technically the field shouldn't have counted, but it's okay. He was drafted from Ohio State, but I gave it to you. So yeah, just guess here. You won't win this helmet, but you can win some credit with me or a helmet down the road if you get 3 in a row right. Thomas has that chance tonight. Okay, in the full size, Jonathan R., have you with Dallas and Tennessee. Nick, Giants, you sold David H. Houston. Bill S., you have Chicago, Buffalo. Tim, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Brian G., you have Denver and Atlanta. Ron, you have San Francisco and the Rams. Greg, Kansas City, Cleveland. Matt S., you have Minnesota and the Jets. Larry K., you have Seattle, Arizona, Tampa Bay, and Jacksonville. Brad, Breaking Brad, you have New Orleans and New England. Jonathan R., Philadelphia and Carolina. Kyle, Cincy and Miami. Phil, you have Indy and Las Vegas. Thomas S., you have the Chargers in Washington. And James, you close us with a couple NFC North. Green Bay and Detroit. Let's see where the poll's at. Can I close it? Oh, I had a big shift there with the last 10, 12 votes. I'm going to close it. I read it off. We're good to go. Is it going to end with a clear winner? It is 28 to 26%. You guys are going back to your roots. You guys used to always vote wide receiver. Now you never do. I put a quarterback out there tonight because that's my vote. I got Troy Aikman giving me the good luck for the quarterbacks. You guys are going wide receiver. We're all down by 1 because Mike Singletary already hit. That's okay. It's just 1. Lots of guesses. Josh Allen School, Wyoming. Hey, Tim, Baltimore for Detroit and Gold Rush. Tim, are you here? Where's the Tim spot? Baltimore for, who'd you say? Who offered it? James did. For Detroit. Baltimore for Detroit, Tim, if you're here. I will take that trade. Okay, so that was Detroit trade. Thanks, Tim. Good luck to you. And Baltimore. I voted other as usual. Okay. I think we've had 2 others in a row win. This would be 3 in a row if others won again today. I guess it's not that uncommon. Maybe it's a trend. Maybe I need to start doing like points, other -2 or something. I don't think we've had a problem with it hitting a bunch in the past, though. I think it's a pretty even change from week to week. So I'm going to check really quick here on the people that I said had a chance. Mark M, you're here. You said Miami. Thomas, I didn't see your guess. Who'd you put, Thomas? Michigan, Miami, 2 M names, and then Brad and David. Is Brad here? Or David? Brad or David? Brad or David? David's got USC. If Brad's not here, his will just stay at 1 for next week. If I missed it, please let me know. I don't see him in there, though. He may not be here tonight. He's a busy man. So Miami, Michigan, USC. James, love the guess. Utah. Thinking Alex Smith here. I'd take it. Okay, let's roll. Good luck on your guesses. Also, good luck on winning the helmets for those that joined. Thanks for helping us close this one live, guys. We have boxes 1, 2, and 3, which means we already opened 4. Anything but a 4 will help us open this year. 4 or 5 or a 6, I should say. First roll won't work. We already opened 4. It wanted us to do 4 again. Don't go out of screen, please. 6 does not work. Don't fall off the table. 5 does not work. I've rolled everything that doesn't work. Now it's time for me to roll one that does work on this one right here. 1. I know. If I had the 4-sided die that Eric gave me so kindly, it would work great. I don't know where it went. Unfortunately. It pains me every time I roll. Box 1. Good old Joshy Dunn on the jersey. That's cool. Okay, box 1. Good luck, all. Miami, Michigan, USC were the ones that have a chance to go to 2 or 3. The rest of you have a chance to go to 1. If it's a weird school, if it's, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a weird school, but then I'll make someone sad by saying they're a weird school. I don't know, Southern New Hampshire, then we'll go to Radke for a second chance. You don't get a guess again, you get to keep your guesses. Sometimes that doesn't work. You probably guess someone else. Guess a different school if it was from just Radke alone, but it's better than nothing, huh? I shopped. I know, we just don't learn, Eric. It's in here somewhere, unless my son or daughter took it out. I need to have a full clean in here. Not that dirty, but I don't know where it went. Bugs me more than it bugs you. Maybe it doesn't. Okay. I kept saying we're on a good streak of no VSR 4s. It looks like we're going to a VSR 4 this time. See if we can get something fun from this. Give us something fun. Give me something good. Rams, Pittsburgh, Justin Fields. We all know it's a triangle, so he uses it at the tip of his tinfoil. It's the conductor. Okay, let's see what we got here. 3, 2, 1. Is it rolling? Oh, no, it's not rolling around in there. Hey, you guessed that. Nick said Rams, and you're right. It is the Rams. It's like their old school St. Louis kind of goldish and blue colors. Rams is a random for Ron. I didn't realize you had an NFC West combo there. San Francisco and the Rams. Yeah, brain goes straight to Falk and Kurt Warner, doesn't it? Either one's a great hit. Either one's a great hit. I just on a speed, but I can't complain. This one looked like it may have had an inscription on it, which is great. Is that a dead spider hanging on there? Don't worry, I'm a man. That doesn't scare me, right? Don't like spiders. The old St. Louis Rams style here. Greatest show on turf era. Hopefully it's one of those two. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Dick for Bill Other. There's the inscription. Hall of Fame. 20, whatever that is. 2021. Is that what he's trying to say here? 2011. XI. What's XI? Definitely wasn't. Yeah, it was more of a June month slap, wasn't it? I need to be better at that. 2011. That's one of my 3 or 4 guesses. Me. Let me take the Chiefs. Rams aren't due. Luckily, you didn't have them. You have them in the rad key, Daryl. You had a chance to claim them here because they went unclaimed, but you still have it. Carl Anthony Towns, man, he can't get away from those allegations, man. Cat, my wife asked me to show her the other day because I was talking about it, and she's like, yeah, maybe. Marshall Falk, JSA. Beautiful hit. Yeah, that's San Diego State. Ooh, do I give you guys a redo on that? I probably do. That's Mountain West. That's a big school for me, but not for you guys. I mean, they were in the Mountain West. Oh wait, they weren't in the Mountain. Were they in the Mountain West when Utah was there? Or were they in the whatever it's called, the WAC? Where was San Diego State? I mean, maybe not back, maybe 10 years ago before all this switching around. Where was San Diego State? I'm pretty sure they were in the Mountain West basketball. We played Kawhi Leonard and stuff. You guys are saying no redo? You think that's a big enough school to not do a redo with? Marshall Falk. Yeah, probably doesn't deserve a redo, but I hate it when it's not a big school. Kyle says redo. The first that gets 5 votes. I have 2 no redos and 1 redo. And don't be selfish. Tell me what you really think. Redo or no redo? I got 2 redos, 2 no redos. Brian says no redo. Redo. It's 3-3. 3-3. Who's gonna win? Ron, nice hit. Marshall Falk. Greg says no redo. 4-3. I'm letting you guys vote. That's 4-4. Should that be? And Larry, Tim, and Larry, look at all those redos in a row. Okay, we're gonna redo it. I appreciate you guys that said no redo. We win. Yeah. Name 4 players. That's actually a good reason to. I get it. That's like borderline. I can't say they're a small school. They've done some good stuff. Okay, I got to redo. You wanted to get a re-guess, huh? Because you guys probably guessed for this. No re-guesses. Okay, it is time for Radke, guys. So that means Thomas, Mark, Dave, Brad. Brad didn't guess, but he says Thomas, Mark, and Dave. You guys got a chance. Next year they join the Pac-12. San Diego State. Were they with the Mountain West though? Okay, let's keep going. Don't get sidetracked. Running back, tight end. We've got another. So far, what I chose and what you guys chose is 0-0. Mountain West came. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's why I say no re-guesses, because it still makes it hard. But you gotta show. They were down to the Pac-2. I know. So dumb, man. I wish the Pac-12, because I like the Pac-12. There's nothing wrong with the Pac-12, all you bullies in the SEC and the Big 10, 12. Okay, Radke Joseph, I got you with Philly and the Rams. Eric S. Dallas, New Orleans. Ron, you Green Bay, San Francisco. You sold your randoms to Brad. That's Arizona, Atlanta. 2 A's. Greg, Miami, Tampa Bay. Tim, you had Pittsburgh. You sold Washington to Brian E. Greg, Minnesota, Detroit, Vegas. Jets, Houston, Carolina. Tim, you had Denver. You sold your random to Les. That's New England. Bill S. Buffalo, Chargers, Indy, and the Giants. Michael M. You had Jacksonville and Tennessee. Kyle, you had Cincy. You were so kind to sell Les Chicago, who he was looking for. Daryl, Kansas City, Cleveland, and Jonathan R. Baltimore, Seattle. I was about to close the screen, but I can't. We got to use our numbers here. I don't have them up because we started last Wednesday, right? Let me type them up. We've got boxes. Do we? Oh, they fell down. That's why. They're not in order. We have boxes 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. That's 6. We should have 4 left after that. Oh, 6 is in there. We must have opened 2 from that roll. 6, 9, 11, 12. 6, 9, 11, 12. So we opened box 1 and 10 last week, huh? Should have 10 options there. We do. Let's random these 7 times and figure out what box we're opening. This is limited edition month. We have found 1 limited edition. Just Troy, what have I missed? We've done Dollar Break. We've done the Funko. Dollar Break was Jerry Rice was the choice. Funko was Mike Singletary. Full size was Marshall Falk. And the East Coast jersey was a cool Josh Doan Coyotes Fanatics Premium. Need to make the trip down here for November 29th. We'll go to the game. Ooh, I should, Kyle. My wife would actually like to go to the game too. I need to do something like that. Need to get out of my little bubble here. I'm going to Yellowstone again soon here. Yes, congrats, winners so far. We still got a lot to get through here. Let's go here. Utah UCF in the bounce house. They call it the bounce house. Is that because they bounce around? Jump around. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going with box 3. Should be on top. Box 3 is what we're opening. Stop sharing. List back up, please. Next up is Big Al's 4 box, full size, and then some life fills. Box 3 is on top. Easy for grabbing. You guys better get a wide receiver here soon. Maybe this is the one. Box 3, summer kickoff. When we get down to the end of this series, I'll have to do a poll on the page of whether you guys want to keep doing limited style stuff or if you guys want to go to bonus or college or a flex series where we get 1 flex per 6. You guys can pick. I like either one. Limited seems to be the most well-rounded series for us, I think. And we get a cool helmet out of it. For something staying test, it wasn't super stable. So that they couldn't keep the camera still. That's funny. Okay, box 3, y'all. Good luck. The bottom is semi-saran wrap. I don't ever show you guys the bottom, but it's good to go. Man. All I know is we're less than 100 days away from football. Well, that's something. I start to get depressed here at the end of the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup because I don't watch baseball. I need to so I can do something in between there. But football's coming up. I'm excited. Okay, I read Radke, right? I did. Okay, good luck, everyone. Have they all had these in there? Oh, maybe they have. I like this style. Yes, I do. Go Pacers. Yep, it's 1-1 now. At least that's tied. I want the others too, but they're sucking tonight. 3, 2, 1. We've got an alternate. And I think you changed from who you claimed to this team. This is the final team claimed. you were tinkering, which usually doesn't go well for you, but this time it did. All I know is when I tinker fantasy football or claims, it does not go well for me. We've got a Baltimore Raven. Alternate. Love these helmets. They've got the blaze finish, matte finish on it, so it looks nice. Obviously not. It's not a blaze. Not as rare as a blaze. It's got a different face mask. Traded for Baltimore the wrong break. Yeah, Baltimore was claimed 16 spot for Jonathan R. I think he had a different team dialed up, and then when I went to go mark it down, it had been changed. You changed your mind, and for the better. Here we go. Good luck. 3, 2, 1. Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry. That's an awesome helmet. Beckett certified. Baltimore Ravens alternate. Such a nice helmet. There's a crazy story behind this too, but I'll leave it there. Yeah, that's crazy. Jonathan R. Derrick Henry, nice hit. Baltimore Ravens Henry, beautiful helmet, blazes finish, but it's just their on-field alternate from 14, I think. Sorry, 24. Running backs are starting off hot, guys. Sorry, that's 2 running backs now in a row from our full sizes. Redo, not a very big school. None of you guys picked Bama? Oh, but I'm sure people did pick Bama, but not the ones that had a chance. So everyone's back to 0. Thomas, you did win the 45 credit. Normally, I think it'd be 60. I did 45 since I gave you the leeway on the Justin Fields counting for Georgia. That does pay for your 2 spots you claimed today, though, and you have $3 left over. So just so we're on the same page. Let me see who did have Bama. Someone had to have had Bama. I don't think we've ever had a college game without someone guessing Bama. There's one right at the top. Greg, you guessed Bama. There's no way you're the only one. Nope, Jason did too. Jason T. Can I get one more Bama so we can make it interesting next week? Nope, just the 2 of you. Do you ever see Lamar in third-party stuff? Never. I shouldn't say never. When we used to do Leaf jersey cases, he would show up, which I loved about that. That's about it. The only other time you're going to see Lamar is from my series. I shouldn't say that. Other breakers probably have him every once in a while, too. I think Brad did a while back. But other places I watch, I don't see him, and he's hardly ever a headliner for any of the third-party people we do. So maybe for Radke coming up in the future, but he just hasn't signed a bunch, hasn't had a recent signing, so his stuff is hard. Okay, it is time for Big Al's 4-boxer. Okay, in the 4-boxer. Sorry, 1 second. Brad, I've got you with the Arizona-Jacksonville combo. You also have the Seattle-Tennessee combo, so I'm going to read that now. Greg, Atlanta. Bill S., Baltimore. Greg, Buffalo, Carolina, Chicago. Brad, you also had Cleveland. Jonathan R., Dallas. Tim, Denver. Greg, Detroit, Houston, and Indy. Bill S., you had Green Bay. Ty, you had Kansas City. Jason D., Vegas. Greg E., Chargers. Tim, the Rams. Nick, Miami. Jason T., Minnesota. Jonathan R., New England. Nick B., New Orleans. Bill B., the Giants. Greg, the Jets. Chris, Philadelphia. Bill S., Pittsburgh. Ty, San Francisco. You read that one. Dustin, Tampa Bay. And Jonathan R., Washington. Cincy, Indy, Green Bay, San Francisco. I'll be honest with you. I haven't marked off any of the last team standings. I don't think we're halfway there yet. We might be. Are we at the halfway point with only 16 left, or we have a little over that? Maybe we're past it. My guess is we're in the 14 to 18 range with how many teams are left. But that's just off the top of the dome. We have had a few teams already hit a couple times, so I'm thinking we're not as far as we normally would be. I'm usually wrong. I said 14 to 18. Right on, 17. So about halfway, almost. We'll get over halfway today. Rodgers signing for that little bit of money. It was a nice thing to see lately. Thoughts on Rodgers Steelers out? was talking to Greg about this earlier today. I think he thinks he's still elite, and at one point he was. He was the best quarterback in the league for a long time. You guys all know I love Aaron Rodgers. I think he's the most talented quarterback to ever play. You guys will disagree with me. That's fine. Brady has 7 rings. I get it. Talent, I think he was the most talented quarterback. I don't know that he has it there. He's probably, if he plays his best, he's probably still a top 10 quarterback at the latter end of the top 10. But I think right now he's, second or third out of 3 tiers. So, but if he stays healthy, and I don't know, he's old. It'd be hard to be on a team that doesn't have a quarterback and be upset about signing Rodgers. I think you think he got a chance with him, but he's nowhere near where he was, unfortunately. Okay, we need 4 numbers here, and you guys can disagree with me all you want about Rodgers. We've already done this. I know some of you guys don't think he's as talented as I do. That's fine. 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. He made Sundays and Mondays and Thursdays fun for me for a long time. We were never quite out of games when we had him. Top 28 QB. That's basically what I said, huh? Answer a question without answering it, Al. I know. I think he's a top half quarterback if he plays close to where he should be. But the problem is injury and getting old, and I don't know. Yeah, I thought I saw 16. Maybe it's 13. But either way, he's a top 20. I like that one. Okay, 149 is the first one. Next one is 74. 7-4. We paid a backup $13 million a season. Yeah, it's true. Next one is 138. 138. And last number 84. I always say Randy Moss when I see 84. I should start saying a Packer, but 84 will always make me think of Randy. Always, always, always. Still need Randy's or Rodgers? Which one? Okay, 149, 74, 138, I think is what my handwriting says. Is that 138? It is, and 84. Well, let me grab them, guys. I'll trade 4 for 1. For who? For Aaron Rodgers? I did trade away one of my Rodgers recently to a fellow Packer fan. Rodgers, yeah. Well, I'm going to look at your question when I come back, Kyle. I had to get one of these helmets from my least favorite spot in all the helmet spots. Bottom next to the shelves where I have to hold up the rest of the stack. Which means one thing. These will be a name we probably haven't seen for a while. I think that means it's an older helmet. Not telling you which one, but just use your imagination, I guess. I am a little worried that I grabbed the wrong number, though. I couldn't read if it was 74 or 79. I grabbed 74. What number was it? Okay, Room. Without looking it up, 6 current FBS schools have never lost to Bama. 3 of them beat Bama in Tuscaloosa. Had to have played them at least once. Well, now I just looked at his dang answer. There's no way you just typed that out of memory. 0 chance. Utah's one of them. We beat them in the Sugar Bowl. Dang straight. And we couldn't even beat BYU last year. Whole year of ridicule from all my BYU fan friends. There's not many of them, but not fun. Okay, 74, 84, 138, 149, 149, 138, 74, 84. We're good. Okay, next up, guys, will be a live fill Big Al's 3-boxer. NIU, UCF, and Utah. Kyle, we got something in common there. And Rice. Rice is crazy. And then it's Minnesota, OK State, and whoever it was. Utah on the road. Yeah. Let me get this copied. Even though I can't find it. There it is. I wasn't scrolled down. So 3-boxer coming up next in the chat, guys. $32 for 3 chances at whatever team you want to claim. As long as you're fast enough. Okay, let's see where Wonka points go tonight. 2 running backs on the board. We need to start getting some receivers for you guys, or a quarterback for me, even though it doesn't really matter for me. 74, Series 33. 0 Wonka. Starting with a 0 Wonka. I like this helmet. Ah! Did I mess anything up? Is it in the same spot? I think. I can't tell if I messed that up. I'm pretty sure 3, 2, 1. I'm pretty sure this was the last team claimed. I might be wrong. It was in the last few. New York Giants throwback speed. I love this helmet. I've always liked this style, but I like it for other reasons too. Oops. I'll put those in there after. Who claimed them last? Giants. Bill B. Bill B swooping up. I'm pretty sure that was the last claim. I might be wrong. Throwback speed here. Strahan, Eli, good guesses. But instead, it's going to be one for your guys' vote. I've actually got his jersey coming for the Jersey Series too, so that'll be a fun addition when I get him in there. That is Malik Neighbors on the throwback speed. Last series we had him on the throwback with the nice red Wolverine things on him. Love this helmet. I don't have him in my PC yet on any helmet. I would take him on any kind. Won't you be my neighbors? Nice hit, Bill. Congrats. Bill showed me a picture today of his project in his helmet room. Man, I wish I had the skill he had. Looks so nice. I'm not a handyman at all. I did change my porch lights last night though. In the ceiling. I had to get a ladder, so I'm trying to tell you. Might be willing to trade for one of those last 4 flashes. Ooh, now you're talking. When I saw you claim that, I was wondering if you were claiming for the Giants flash, because I think that's still one of the teams you have. Post the pick on the group, do. It's awesome. Okay, box 84. Congrats, Bill B. 84, Series 33, 0 Wonka on this one. Giants Flash, Lawrence Taylor, yep. Don't I know it? Oh, get out of here, man. You guys think that Big Al Series is just gonna come rescue every time? Every time you get down a little bit. Kansas City Classic Speed. I just tipped this over and it changed my stream. Hopefully I didn't turn it off. Oh, son of a. You guys see me? I think it's fine. I think I can see it now. I just pulled up a random page though. Google Chrome help. Am I good? I think I'm good. Kansas City was Ty. Your piece was in the bag or in the bag. The bag. Ty, let's see what you got, Ty. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, we're losing the poll. Let me just get 2 quick young stud wide receivers back to back. Not Patty, although we're still looking for him. I don't think he's on a classic this series. Whoops. Is that too much info? I don't know. Fanatic certified. Xavier Worthy. That's about as good as my handwriting was in the first grade, I think. But we know who it is. Nice hit there, Ty. Xavier Worthy, Kansas City Classic Speed, 2 wide receivers. So it's 2 to 2 to 1 to 0. You guys are tied. Congrats, I guess. Okay, 138. Series 33. 0 Wonka. Need flashes or blazes for those teams. Yep. I know what you are going after. I'm still trying to finish. I've not finished a single set. Maybe I could, if I pull it together, have a classic. Probably not. Not that I have here. I'm a couple away on a few. I'm like 2 away on one set, 7 away on another, 6 on another, 13 on another, something like that. I don't know. Bill's trying to go for the flash set, which is cool. I know who this is. I've actually had this helmet for a long time. I just kept putting in different ones for him. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, our second Bama helmet of the night. This one's actually a Bama helmet. We had Derrick Henry on the guest game. Bama. Classic Speed Bama with the number 18. I can make a joke about Bama fans and the number 18, but I won't. They've won a lot more games than my Utes. Pretty much every team that is in here is alive. Everybody's got a Bama guy on their team, where they all wish they did have a Bama guy on their team. This one's got some scripts. I like it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There's the number up there, number 31, which is his number in college. I don't think that's his number in pros. I'm trying to think of what it is. 2021 Defensive Player of the Year, Roll Tide. Small signature up there. That is Will Anderson for the Houston Texans. Houston Texans. You want Henry back? Yeah. 51, that's right. This is 31 on that, though. Was he 31 in college? I mean, he has to be. He's signed back then. Houston, that's going to Greg. Greggy, that's you. Did I say we pulled 3 0 Wonkas in a row? We did. Nice Bama. Will Anderson, that's an other. So now it's 2 to 2 to 2 to 0. The only one that hasn't hit yet is my guess. Man, I'm great at that. We can talk. I have some small name trade bait as well. Yeah, Bill's great at trading and talking. If he doesn't like it, he'll at least respond to you. Unlike that crummy Al. Sometimes I get too many messages and they just fall behind, and it's no excuse. But 149. Which one was the one that was hiding for a while? Pretty sure It was the Worthy. I might be wrong. I think it was the Worthy, though. 149, Series 33. 2 Wonka points here. We got some Wonkas at least. Okay. There we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a Jets. We've not pulled a flash yet tonight as our first flash. Throwback, VSR4, classic, alternate, and a flash now. For the New York Jets. 2 points here. Who had the Jets? Jets. Also, Greg. Greg, that's you. You've been... I'll just wait here. I know you've been after. I'm sorry to tell you that you finally hit him. There he is. Man, you just barely hit the Favre 2 on the Jets, which was a nice little like hidden gem, I guess. Everyone assumes Joe Namath's in the series, and you can assume correctly. This one's been hiding since last series. What an awesome helmet. Joe Namath on the flash. Finally, thanks. That's a great hit, Greg. Now you got 2 Jets quarterbacks coming your way. That's cool. And you got 2 Wonka points. David's interested in that one. Hey, I got a guess right. That means I'm close. 2 to 2 to 2 to 1. Let me get you your points. We'll do a recap and then we'll post the next one up. Can you guys believe that we've hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Wonka point boxes and they've all been a 1 or a 2? Rigged, if you ask me. I don't know who's in charge of that stuff, but that seems a little weird to me. I'm the only one that does anything, guys, so I'm joking, but. Okay, congrats, winners. We had Malik Neighbors, Xavier Worthy, Will Anderson, and Joe Namath. Let's do a 3-boxer. There it is. I'm going to grab a drink while you're claiming here. Just need to be the first to claim your team. Refresh after you claim so you can see the right order. Some fun hits. Neighbors, Worthy, Will Anderson, Joe Namath. 3 current, 1 long retired. I'll put that over there, but I'll forget to drink it. But let's do this first. Refresh, like you guys should do too, just in case. Okay, I got the first claim is, let me share my screen. Nike next. We're doing Big Al's jersey after that, and then probably 2 more helmets to end the night. I feel like I'm way behind schedule, so I'm going to try to kick this into overdrive. That'll never work. But Nick, Miami. I've got Jonathan R with Kansas City. Greg just behind on Kansas City. Pittsburgh for Steve. One hand quicker. Atlanta for Bill B. Dallas and Green Bay, both good claims for Jason. Dallas is gone, Brian. Sorry. Minnesota for Mike. Got you, Mike. San Francisco's there for Bill S. If you guys think I missed one, please let me know, and I'll have everyone else look at it, and I'll look at it again as well. Seattle for Brad. Got you. Kansas City gone. Indy for Brady. Denver is there for Dustin. Cincy is there for Kyle. Green Bay gone. Washington for Dave. Chiefs are gone, Phil. Sorry, Dallas is also gone, Greg. Baltimore is there for James. Detroit is there for Nick. Nick B, gotcha. Browns. I just scrolled and forgot. I can't see where I was. Baltimore, Detroit. Browns is Chris O. Arizona is Greg. Tennessee's gone with a combo spot. Sorry, David. Washington is gone as well. Bill, Arizona's gone. Carolina is there for Greg. Giants got you for Giants, Phil. Kansas City gone. Houston is there for Greg. Atlanta is gone. Washington's gone. Chargers for Greg. Colts are gone. Dallas is gone. Detroit's gone. Chicago for Greg. Cincy's gone. Baltimore's gone. Indy is gone. Las Vegas is there for Zach. Who hit the Will Anderson? That was Greg. Philly for Bill. Jacksonville is part of the other combo, so that one's gone too, David. Sorry. New England is for Michael. Jets are for David H. Tampa Bay is for Nick. Rams are Greg. Las Vegas is gone. We have Buffalo and New Orleans left. Brad, I've got you on Buffalo. That was kind of weird, wasn't it? Maybe. And then New Orleans going to David. Well, that closes us. Bill just a second behind on Buffalo. I'm going to refresh just to make sure those came in at like the exact same time for me. Yep. So we're full. Thanks, guys. We're going to do Racky next, but let me read these off after I take a sip here. All right. Greg, Arizona combo. Bill B, Atlanta. James, Baltimore. Brad, Buffalo. Greg, Carolina, Chicago. Kyle, Cincy. Chris, you have Cleveland. Jason T, Dallas. Dustin, you have Denver. Nick B, Detroit. Jason T, Green Bay. Greg, Houston. Brady, Indy. Jonathan R, Kansas City. Zach, Las Vegas. Greg, Chargers and Rams. Nick, Miami. Mike, Minnesota. Michael B, New England. David H, New Orleans. Phil Z, Giants. David H, the Jets. Bill S, Philadelphia. Steve, Pittsburgh. Bill S, San Francisco. Brad, Seattle combo. Nick, Tampa Bay. And David L, Washington. Dog is barking. Let me make sure that I'm not missing something. I don't think so. Get out of here. Oh, my phone's about to die. I do not want to listen to my own voice. Oh, you're barking at an Amazon package that my wife ordered. Beautiful. Okay. Let's roll. Boxes here now. 3 boxes. Congrats to you 4 or you 3. Those are some fun hits. See if we can keep it up here. I want another quarterback or 2 so I can take the lead, please. 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. Pens. Paper. 51. Speaking of Will Anderson, he's not in there anymore, but that's his number. 126. And 40. Okay, we have 51, 126, and 40. Let me grab them, guys. Oh, that did not work. You ever try to pop your back of your neck because it feels like it needs to be popped, and then it doesn't pop, and it makes it feel like you pulled something? No? Just me? Maybe? All looks good, Bill. Which is the Ed Oliver? Oh, you post the picture. 5-1 Panthers. Gosh. It's over. They're gonna win. They're gonna win Game 4. They'll lose Game 5, but they're gonna win Game 6 in Edmonton. Or no, Game 6 wouldn't be in Edmonton. That'd be in Florida. Or no, yeah, it would, right? Ekblad. I can't believe though. I showed that picture. Those 4 guys were the top 4 picks in the 2014 draft. Ekblad, Draisaitl, was it Reinhardt, and then Bennett or something? All 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4 in that same draft, all playing in this Stanley Cup. That's crazy. Okay, we got box 40, check. 51, check. 126, check. Ekblad first, Reinhardt second, Dry third, and then was fourth. Was it Bennett? Or who was fourth? I think that's the one I got wrong. Oh, it was Bennett. Isn't that crazy? All 2014? I know, Canada, they're dying for a win. Was that one that you traded for, Bill? Someone was saying they had an Ed Oliver and we tried to help trade it or something? Or you found it on your own and traded? I can't remember, but I swear I remembered you getting that one. Okay, let's roll. Racky coming up next, guys. Box 4 of 12 from this double stack of Racky boxes. That was the chase. Oh, that's right. The chase. I knew that I was involved in that. Gotta love shipping frames. Kyle had 7 Jamar Chases shipped to him frames, and 6 of them got damaged. I think it was like 3, but still. Okay, box 40, series 33, 0 Wonka on this one. Good luck, everybody. I remember that. I remember. Oh, cool. Come on, box 3, 2, 1. We got an STS. No STSs yet tonight either. For the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sad face. Yep, there they are. Who had Tampa? Tampa that's Nick B. I hate me. Yeah, we all do that. We all claim a different team instead to branch out, and then the team that you want to claim hits. Ooh, Allstott in box 40 would give us a bonus here, wouldn't it? You didn't think about that. JSA certified on this one. Nick B, this is you. You had some not great luck lately. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That is not Mike Allstott. I mean, that's close to 40. Number 34. Super Bowl 37 MVP. Had a couple interceptions against Rich Gannon, who was the MVP of the league that year. Is that my brain right? I remember that game. I watched it in my basement with my friends with a bunch of food, Xbox on the RTV. Dexter Jackson, JSA certified on this one. Both earpieces there, STS 1.0. Nick, congrats. Nick B. Beautiful helmet there. That's an other. So others have taken the lead. 3 to 2 to 2 to 1. Eric saying, see, I told you. Other. Okay, box 51. Yeah, of course, Nick. Congrats, man. 51, Series 33. 4 Wonka. Hey, we branched out from the 1s and 2s. about time. Guess we're just doing baby steps. Do a 3 next, and then a 5 and a 6 on Wednesday, and we'll hit the 8s and 9s next week. That's not an authentic. It's a college authentic box, so it's not what's in there. Just using an extra box. Oh, brother. I feel like this series will be known for this kind of stuff. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I feel like that's our 4th double up this series, maybe 3rd. More than we're used to having. That's insane. Back to back, nonetheless. Buccaneers back to back. Good grief, Nick. When it changed for you big. 2 hits. Unreal. I said 4 points, so you're on the Wonka board too. Wow is correct. You think this one's fire? Well, fire the cans. I guess anyone could write that, but Allstott signs that the most out of anyone. Redo, not a big school. Sorry, guys. You guys will always hear me say it. Everyone deserves a double up, triple up, whatever you want to call it. It's fun for that person. It's not as fun for the rest, but the idea of having a set stack of helmets where no one gets a double, I don't like that idea. I like sky's the limit. Go for it and see if you can get some good luck. I don't know. Maybe he'll hit all 3. Nick, let's see what you got on this lunar eclipse, the first lunar of the night. Oh boy, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna like that one. Almost always have him on both teams. There he is on one of them. That's crazy. Starting off with a Dexter Jackson, going straight to a Rob Gronkowski. Lunar eclipse for the Buccaneers. This is Radke with a picture of him signing in here as well. Not a fan of the zip ties, but if it's on there, good. I'll leave it on there. That's him signing upside down, but you get the point. Rob. Radke certification, both your pieces in there. Great hits. Back-to-back Buccaneers. That's a tight end, so I believe it's 3 to 3 to 2 to 1. You guys have 2, I have 1. The other 2 have 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm trying to keep track as we go, which I should probably just type it here. 1, 3, 2, 3. That'll do it. I'd love it if I had a nice double up the other night too, and I felt great. It's a good feeling. That's something I wish you guys could all feel weekly. Now I'm scared to open this helmet. I'm not gonna lie. Points, thank you. I don't do it often, but sometimes I'll give you guys the assurance or the insurance that if it's something weird again, winning 1 is a good. It's true. That is very true. I know. I know the meaning behind that one. Nick B, Rob, Gronkowski. I'm going to give you guys insurance on this one. If this is a Bucks helmet for whatever reason, the stars align for Nick, I'll draw a 4th helmet until it isn't a Bucks helmet. So if it's a Bucks, I'll put it back. If it is not, then we'll do it. But if this one's not Bucks, we're obviously double up is great. Nick B, 4 points, 6, 9, 25. Okay. Next up. Box 126, Series 33, 0 Wonka. I'm rooting for the triple up. Yeah, I mean, I'm not rooting against Nick. Nick has another team, don't you? Maybe you just hit on the other team, so I'll have to give away free helmet. I feel like now that I've talked about it, it's going to happen, huh? Oh, brother. Oh, let's get you guys' thoughts on this one. I like it. Here we go. It said 0 Wonka, right? Yep. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I know. If it would happen, it would happen here. No, it didn't happen, but this is the team that keeps having it happen too. We've got a Philadelphia Eagles Ice helmet, which, you know, Ice, Blaze, 2 rarest helmets out there. Ice might be a little more rare than Blaze, if I'm being honest, but I don't dabble in those as much, so maybe my information's off by a little bit. Gonna have to do a refill on Eagles. I am. Well, coming up here. Every team has 6+ helmets, so I mean, no one's hit 6 times yet, but yes. Philadelphia is Bill S. Sometimes it happens when I'm looking at the team that's hitting a lot and I don't have a ton of backups. I mean, you guys know I have more helmets here than anybody should ever have, so I'm usually fine. Eagles are fine. Don't worry. I'm never going to have a team where you claim it and they're dead. Not ever, ever, ever. Bill, this is you on an Eagles Ice. Ice full size. Let's see what we got here. 3, 2, 1. I wanted to put this in mostly because of the ice, but I don't mind Carson Wentz either. Carson Wentz, AO1 is that's his foundation, the inscription. On a Fanatic cert here, small Fanatic cert. Ice helmet. Not easy to get ices these days anymore. And I said 0 Wonka, right? I did. Nothing to fill out there. Bill, congrats. Carson Wentz, Eagles Ice. We've had a lot more blazes in my series than ices, so that's probably the rarest style you can get for a replica. Congrats, winners. We had a double up for the Bucks. Dexter Jackson, Rob Gronkowski, and then Carson Wentz. Let's do our rat key here. There it is. Carson Wentz Ice. Beautiful helmet. Okay, let's get this up here. Refresh your screen. I'm doing that to mine now. I think all are good. Just making sure. Okay, I've got spot 1 is Jonathan with Phil. I thought it said Dallas. That's the next line down. Jonathan's Philly. Philly 5 going. Spot 2 is Greg with Dallas. That's the Dallas I saw. Spot 3, Brian just a second behind on Dallas. James behind on Philadelphia. Sorry, guys. Steve, Pittsburgh, spot 3. Green Bay and Chargers for Bill. That's spot 4 and 5. Spot 6 is Chicago for Dave. Uh, 7 is Miami. For Greg, Las Vegas is number 8. For Bill S. Number 9 is Kansas City for David H. Number 10 is Washington for David L. Houston still there for James, number 11. Minnesota's still there, number 12 for Greg. New England is number 13 for Brad. Las Vegas is gone. We'll buy a random if anyone's selling, Brian. Detroit and Indy are the next two, 14 and 15 for Greg, and Indy is 15 for Brad. And one more spot. Minnesota is gone, Zach. Sorry. Take a random. So we have 2 people wanting to buy randoms. I don't see a single random offered yet. So Brian's first, Jason's second. We have 1 main claim still left as well if anybody wants to snag the last spot. I believe. Let's make sure. Yep. Big Al's licensed jerseys coming up next. New additions today were Ronnie Lott, Lawrence Taylor, Pete Rose, and Drew Dowdy on a scripted Reebok for the Kings. There's some cool stuff there. Congrats, Nick. Glad you got a hit. Okay, I've got Jason taking the last one. Atlanta with a random up. So I got Jason T and Brian already claimed it. That closes us. Kyle just behind after. Thanks for trying to help. Phil as well. But that last one closes us. Major fight in the NHL game. That's great. The third period. Okay, 1 random offered, 1 random bought. Good luck, all. Let's go over here. Let's share this. 7 times. 9 minutes left. Who was in the fight? 2, 3. Let me guess. Matthew Kachuk. 5, 6, 7. Jacksonville through Baltimore on this one. About 10 people. Goodness gracious. Okay, let's share the tab. Dave says he's looking to buy a random. There are signs, so if anybody's selling a team, we'll see if it's something that someone wants to buy. Let us know, please. Jonathan R. I mean, Philadelphia and Jacksonville. Greg, Dallas and the Giants. Steve, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Bill S. Green Bay, Chargers, Tennessee, Seattle. David L. Chicago, Buffalo. Greg, Miami, New Orleans. Bill S. Vegas and San Francisco. David H. Kansas City and Denver. David L. Washington and Arizona. James, Houston, Cincinnati. Greg, Minnesota, Carolina. Brad, New England and the Jets. Greg, Detroit and the Rams. Brad, Indy, Tampa Bay. Jason, Atlanta. Brian, Baltimore. Cincy is up for sale. Kyle was trying to buy earlier, but I think it's just first come, first served at this point, since it's offered up as a random. And there's Kyle with the first served. Mark just behind on Cincy. James, you did sell to Kyle. Anybody else looking to sell any teams before I get rolling here? That was a quick fill and a quick random. I don't want to cut you off. Do we open box 3? Pretty sure we did. So let's delete this. If you want to pause here and take a screenshot, here's our names for tonight's jersey break. $30 a spot, 2 boxer, each random is $10. You're welcome to try to sell or buy. I will not announce them until they are bought and sold, or sold and bought, whatever you want to call it. And you can try to sell them after you see who they are as well if you'd like to. Okay, all right, I grabbed those numbers right. Let's get rid of the dice roller. Well, let's go up here. Let's share the tab. Let's list the randoms. Everything but 3, 1, and 10 there. Perfect. 7 times to get our box number. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 8. Sorry, box 8, 7 times. Box 8. I say it a billion times so I don't forget between now and the time I turn around. Right here next to me. Oh, I thought that was a. Oh, it's just on top. I thought that was like a huge fly that got saran wrapped in there. That's just plastic. Just garbage. Like a dragonfly had got saran wrapped in there. Box 8, summer kickoff from Radke. We're good to go here. Good luck, all. Okay, let's roll. Get this copy and pasted for the license. $30 a spot, 20 spots to be had, 2 jerseys to be won, 4 solos to be sold, and maybe some randoms that'll be up as well. Here we go. I wasn't paying attention, but that was another quarterback. So let's get our total up here. Did I have the right 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 items. Is that right? So 2 to 2 to 3 to 3. You have 2 with the wide receivers. I have 2 with the quarterback, and the other 2 are up by 1. So we're still very close. Very close. 1 away. You probably need this one. If you go down by 2 with only jerseys and a couple more full size, that's be tough. See if you get a tie here with a wide receiver. Or just the other, or quarterback wouldn't hurt you too bad either. I can't tell who it is. I can tell which team it is and the style, which I'll say every time I love. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Every time I pull the red throwback for the Falcons, I tell you I love it, and I do. That was the last team claimed, wasn't it? It was. Jason, that's you. Falcons throwback speed replica on this one. I just love the gold on this. It makes it look nice. I think if you guys could get a wide receiver with this claim, how cool would it be to get a Julio on this? I haven't seen a lot of Julios floating around outside of my stuff. Here we go. Let's see what you got, Jason. 3, 2, 1. Nope, that hurts you just a little. Down by 2. We saw him on the Funko last week. We're seeing him on a Radke helmet this week. That's Bijan Robinson. Beautiful helmet there. Radke certified. Both earpieces in there. Falcons throwback full-size speed. That's cool. Love these helmets. I like the black throwbacks too, but I think I like the red one just a little better. A little more color on it. Beautiful helmets. Congrats, Jason. Okay, let's do a licensed jersey. Bijan for the win on that one. Jerseys, I should say. Okay, share my screen. We need 20 spots claimed here. So go. See a few Ovechkins. Only one of you got them. Sorry, I don't know who's got it first. But I know we're going to need some more spots because there's a bunch of duplicates in here. Let's see. First spot is Bobrovsky. Sergey. Only one goal scored on tonight, sounds like, unless they scored again. Greg, gotcha. James has got some randoms with Ripken. Again, if you want to claim randoms, you're welcome to do that now. I'm not going to give it a ton of time after it fills, so if none get bought as randoms, we'll see if you can sell your players, just to speed it up a little bit. Cal, Josh Allen's number 3 for Bill S. There's the first Ovechkin. Todd. Got you on Ovi. Larry's got Bergeron. Patrice. Number 5. Marino for Eric, number 6. Dan the Man. Mark, just one comment late on Marino. Bill, a couple behind on Ovi. Sorry, guys. Obi, Troy with some randoms. Not to be confused with Ovi. This is our in-house Obi. CMC Caleb, that's number 8 and number 9. 08 for Jeff with some randoms. 09 was Caleb for Bill S. Ovi gone. Crosby's number 10. Max Crosby, we're halfway through there. Mike, gotcha. Ovi's gone. Jason. JJ McCarthy is number 11 for Zach. Nolan Ryan's still there. That's spot 12 for Bill S. Favre's there, number 13 for Mark. You don't want Marino anyways, Mark. Favre's the man. Just kidding. Otham. Is that Ottinger down below? I'll skip it. Chipper is number 14 for Eric. And then Ottinger with some randoms up. Jake, number 15. We're 5 away. Take both JJs. You got a 16 as Justin Jefferson for Zach. Todd's got a random up as well. 2 randoms up. Okay, we are 4 away. I'm going to put these over here, start showing some pictures, and we'll get the last 4 claimed up, and then we'll rip these jerseys. 4 main spots left. Nobody's claimed any randoms yet. They're $10 a piece. If you want one, I'll start assigning them to the first people that put them up. If not, those that were wanting to sell can try to sell your players once you see who they are. Let's make sure I didn't do the wrong name. Sergey, Ripken, Allen, Ovechkin, Bergeron, Marino, Palomalo, McCaffrey, Caleb, Crosby, McCarthy, Ryan, Favre, Chipper, Ottinger, Justin Jefferson. Man, I like those names. I try to build this to where I'd really not mind winning any one of these jerseys. Larry taking Pete Rose. Pete, right? Not Jalen? Will you just clarify just in case? I'm assuming you're taking Pete, but if I'm wrong and it's Jalen, let me know, please. I very well could be wrong. 17 for Pete. Pete, perfect. Okay, let me start showing some pictures, see if that helps put some images to the names here. Brian will take a random, okay. I'll assign you to the first. I believe it was James. If anybody else want randoms, now's the time to claim. Otherwise, we're going to roll these as soon as it fills up. So let me show you who's left, or show some pictures. We need 3 spots still. I'll skip the ones that have been claimed. Lawrence Taylor's out there. Jason Witten's out there. Both gone. Clayton Keller, Julio Jones, Larry Johnson, Drew Doughty, Ronnie Lott, Ronaldinho, Steven Adams, Dame Lillard, and Tony Kukoc, Jamal Murray, Nick Chubb. Sad to see Chubb leave. La Fontaine, saw that today. So a few of you guys sent it to me too, right after I saw it. Dwayne Wade, Kirby Doc, John Stockton, Chris Bosch, Sean Kemp on the split, Mika Zibanejad, Justin Herbert, Romeo Dobbs, Brian Dawkins, and Marcel Dion. There goes Ronnie Lott. 2 left. Cam Newton, Joe Carter, Garrett Wilson, Matthew Kachuk, and that's it. Archie Manning and Jim Rice. Those are both gone. Frank Thomas, Jose Altuve, Sean Alexander, Rod Brindamore. I just bought a Brindamore for myself. I won it in a bid war. Sean Kemp on the split for Kyle. Okay. McKinnon, Doan still there. We have 1 left. Tony Parker, Anthony Richardson, Joe Montana, Jalen Rose, Mike Schmidt, Rasheed Wallace, Aiden Hutchinson, Carter Verhage, Jack Hughes, and Terry McLaurin, Nico Hischier. That's all of them. Let me go update this. We are 1 short. If anybody wants any randoms, now's the time to claim the randoms. I'm going to get them rolling. Okay, so where was I? 17 was Pete Rose, already down there. 18 was Ronnie Lott. Jeff, and 19 is Sean Kemp. We are 1 away from closing this one up. Thanks, guys. And Steve says he'll buy Brindamore if it's available once it gets randomed. Unless you're asking to buy a main spot, let me just clarify. We do have 1 main spot, but you might be asking for him as a random. Let me know, please. Buy main and sell both randoms. Okay, just so you know, you're the long line of randoms. Only 1 is sold. There's probably about 10 in front of you, and I don't think any more are going to sell. So you could buy and try to sell who you get and see if it works that way. Up to you. But if you want Brindamore, I'll put you down on it. You may be stuck with both the randoms, though. Just so we're on the same page. We had Brian, last chance to buy randoms before I run the randoms. Who was it? Brian, right? Brian grabbed 1, which was James's. So James, you're selling your first random. I will always assume it's your first random in order unless you tell me otherwise. Someone's here now. Last chance, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9 available still. But we can see if we can sell the players as well. Give it 30 more seconds here, and then we'll get rolling. They must have gone to a park. That's my guess. Okay, I don't see anybody else jumping on it, so we're going to get rolling. There's going to be 4 solos that are available for $10 a piece after we run this. And then anybody that wanted to sell randoms, if you still want to sell your players, just list them here, and I'll give them their time in the sun to see if we can get them sold. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you helping me close this one. I hit paste. Let's wait for it. There we go. 7 times. The last 4 will be up for $10. Just have to be the first to claim them in the chat. 1 name per comment. Please don't make it an extra nickname. First name is fine. Last name is fine. Unknown nickname is fine. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Our solos tonight are Anthony Richardson, Clayton Keller, Frank Thomas, Matthew Tkachuk. Some fun ones there. Okay, I've got tie with Matthew Tkachuk. These are $10 a spot. Clayton Keller going to Nick. Thomas going to Jonathan. Scary Terry's for sale. Okay, Anthony Richardson's our last solo left for $10. I'm going to start reading these off, see if anybody has any discounts and who's for sale. Chris Bott for sale. Oh, Chris Bosch. Okay. Greg, Bobrovsky, Verhage, and Herbert. James, you have Ripken and Dobbs. You sold Aiden Hutchinson to Brian B. That's funny because that might have been someone you kept. I don't know. Bill S. I shouldn't say that's funny. But, Bill S., you know what I'm trying to say. Josh Allen, Jim Rice, Dwayne Wade, Todd Ovechkin, Altuve, and Manning. Larry V., Bergeron, Stockton, and Brian Dawkins. Eric S., Marino, Kukoc, and McKinnon. Obi, Palomalu, Kirby Doc, Julio Jones, Jeff N., McCaffrey, LaFontaine, and Wilson. Bill S., Caleb Williams, Nick Chubb, Jack Hughes, Mike Crosby, Witten, and Larry Johnson. Zach, you have McCarthy, Newton, and Alexander. Zach, that's a $3 off spot. Bill, Nolan Ryan, Damian Lillard, Mike Schmidt, Mark Favre, Doan, there's Shane Doan, the dad, Marcel Dion. Eric K., you have Chipper Jones, Tony Parker, and Nico Hischier. Jason T., hey, Tony Parker might work for you. You're more of a Mavs guy though, right? I feel like you're more Mavs. Eric K., I already read that. Jason T., Ottinger, McLaren, and Bosch, those are both up for sale or trade. I don't remember which one he said. For sale, okay. Zach, Jefferson, Zabinajad, and Doughty, Larry V., Pete Rose, Joe Montana, Jamal Murray. Jeff N., Ronnie Lott, Joe Carter, Jalen Rose, Kyle, Kemp, Rasheed Wallace, and Ronaldinho, Steve, Brindamore, Lawrence Taylor, Steven Adams. Okay, I'm going to start reading these. Zach, you had $3. Scary Terry, Chris Bosch for sale. Greg's claiming Richardson. Thanks, Greg. We'll trade Nico or Tony Parker for Hutchinson. Brian, if you want to trade Aiden Hutchinson for Tony Parker or Nico Hischier, let Eric know. Greg's going to keep, I forget what were you keeping? I don't know which one. Dobbs for McKinnon. Eric S., do you want to trade Nathan McKinnon for Romeo Dobbs? Greg, trade Herbert for Hischier. I'll keep, okay. Doc and Jones for sale. Doc and Julio Jones, reverse retro, and Nike. Manning for sale or trade. That's Archie Manning. LaFontaine's for sale. Where's that at, Jeff? Right here. 6-1, crazy. Trade Hockey for Stockton. Zach, Mika Zibanejad or Drew Doughty for who had John Stockton? Larry V., you have John Stockton. Do you want to trade him for either Mika Zibanejad or Drew Doughty on the Reebok and the Fanatics? Trade hockey, Witten or Johnson for Dawkins. Brian Dawkins is Larry V. Another trade offer for you, Larry. Witten or Johnson for Dawkins. I'll trade for Stockton, says Jeff. Okay. Eric's going to keep. Jamal Murray, Stockton, and Dawkins are for sale, is what he's saying. Okay. Jamal Murray, Dawkins. Those are all up for $10. Bosch for Manning is a trade offer. Archie Manning for Chris Bosch. Todd and Jason. Larry, would you trade Dawkins? Maybe. Buy Stockton, says Zach. Okay. Sold on Stockton. Trade hockey for Kukoc. Who has Kukoc? Eric S., you have Tony Kukoc. If you want to trade Kukoc for Zibanejad or Drew Doughty, let us know. The rest I've read. I'll give it a second here for you guys to look at all those. You know what? Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Well, you guys answer the last few, and then we'll get rolling. All right. Take the Rangers. That was Zibanejad for Kukoc, for Zach. Eric. Okay, Zach, Eric, trade made there. Witten for Dawkins. Dawkins for Witten is Mike. Yours, thanks, Larry. Okay, so Witten for Dawkins. Good to go. Glad I took a second there to use the little boys' room. Pass Jason, sorry, no problem. Bosch for Manning, okay. Okay, I think I've gone through the last call on Archie Manning, Kirby Doc, Julio Jones, Pat LaFontaine, Terry McLaurin, Chris Bosch, and Jamal Murray. Those are the ones that were up. And then we're going to get rolling here. This is a 2-boxer. We'll do a live fill, last live fill, 2-box Big Al's. Pick one random one, full size to end the night. And then we'll call a night. Move on to some starters tomorrow. And Wednesday breaks. Thanks, guys, for being patient, for responding to trades, and whether you take them or not. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Okay, pen, paper. 2 numbers here. 1, 2. We've got number 56. We just added Lawrence Taylor. Maybe he's in 56. I truly don't know. So I think I remember if I used that number recently, but 166. Sorry, not holding it great there, but 56, 166. Any last minute trades here or buys? You got the time while I'm going to grab these, obviously, and then we'll close them up. So I don't see anything else. 56, 166. 56, 166. Let me grab it. Children in the corner, home. Standing on the stairs. Okay, let's roll. 56, 166, check, check. I'll still need that one more time tonight. 2 bucks. Good luck, all. 56 up first. We'll see any other trade comments, so we'll stick with what we have. Ooh, this one might be. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. This one might be a long time coming, unless I'm getting it confused with a different jersey. Pretty sure this is one of the older jerseys in the series. I feel like he's been in forever. I might be wrong. Beautiful. There's a QB for me. Does that make it? Oh no, that's you guys. It wasn't tied anymore. It was 4. I think that makes it 4 to 3 to 3 to 2, right? You guys are officially in last place. You still have a chance. Beautiful jersey here. That's Justin Herbert. That's Herbie. I feel like that one's been in for a while, but maybe I'm wrong. And by a while, I mean like one of the oldest 5, probably. Somewhere in that range. Pull another 10 in the box. I'm trying to think what 10 you have. Chipper 10? Tony Parker is 9, right? It's got to be Chipper. Justin Herbert, Fanatic certified, bolt up, Nike, authentic jersey here. Beautiful, on field. Chipper's 10. Yeah, my baseball knowledge is like numbers. Oof. I don't even know if I could do any of those. Justin was not claimed. I don't remember someone claiming him. He's right there at the top. Random to the very first spot. Greg, that's you. Greg E. Justin Herbert, Chargers, Nike. Beautiful hit, Greg. Herbie. Always, I get the names mixed up. This is a limited, the ones that have the cross. So the limited with a triangle on the jersey. Some do, some don't. There's limited, there's other styles. This is a Herbert limited. I don't want that in there. Let this go. Okay, last jersey, and then we're going to do a 2-box and call the night after that. We'll try to do the 2-box quickish. 166. Maybe. I don't know why I'm trying to peek in there so much. 3, 2, 1. That might be. And you know what? Sometimes he got claimed, but hardly ever did he get claimed. And these guys both went unclaimed quite a bit. Man, I'm storming back on the quarterback position. We're going Herbert and Montana. What a fun jersey print. Much fun if you win, obviously, but fun for me to pull 2 big quarterbacks. Sheesh, this one's Mitchell and Ness, I think. Joe Montana. This time I'll wait till that look now. Who had Joey M? There he is. He's a random to spot 17 for your Pete Rose claim, Larry. Joe Montana, Larry V. It's not Bergeron, but it is one great jersey. Joe Montana, Mitchell and Ness. This should be a legacy. Let's make sure here. It is NFL Legacy 1990 Joe Montana. Beautiful hit. Big old signature, too. Congrats. Sorry, everyone else. Just because we're pulling fun names doesn't mean everyone's happy. I know that. But if we're going to pull someone, we might as well pull some fun stuff. Beautiful. Joe Montana. Congrats, you two. Joe Montana, Justin Herbert. We're going to do our final 2-boxer right now. There it is. Good luck, everyone, on the last one here. This will close us. I can feel the biggest pet peeve when you fold these is the tag standing up and not laying down like it should. I should say it's my biggest pet peeve. A bigger pet peeve would be Cheeto stains on the jersey or something. I'll tell you what my biggest pet peeve is with these jerseys. If you guys are ever going to ship me a jersey, I swear, everyone that does, none of you guys have done this, but it happens to me all the time when I buy these. They come shoved into like one of those bubble mailers, not even folded sometimes. It makes me want to reach through the mail and strangle the person that shipped it. Try to fold it. You don't have to be good at folding it, but put it in a bag. Try to fold it up so that it sits where the numbers aren't all whatever. I know I shove them into the back of helmets sometimes, but they're at least flat and they bend over. They're not like crinkled in the numbers, you know. Some people drive me nuts. Just ignore me, please. Okay, let's see if we're closed here. If we're a few away, I've got my first claim is Greg with Kansas City. Second claim is Nick with Miami. James, Baltimore. Fourth claim, Bill, San Francisco. Pittsburgh for Steve. Minnesota with a random ups, number 6 for Jonathan. Greg's got Detroit. Hello. I swear, if you're sneaking up on me, I'm going to roundhouse you. Greg, Detroit. I don't like being scared at all. Bill asked Green Bay. Brady. Indy, that's number 9. Chiefs are gone, Philsy. Sorry. Baltimore is number... Nope, Baltimore's gone too. Sorry. Cincy is there. That's number 10. Cincy 10. 11 Colts are gone too, Phil. Sorry, you're getting picked on. 11 Houston and Chargers 12. Next up is Giants. They're there. 13 for Phil. Las Vegas is number 14 for Zach. 15 Denver for Roger. By random. And then Zach taking Dallas for number 16. And the random is here. You like how I put Minnesota there? Jeez Louise. Minnesota claiming Minnesota. Okay, Jason, you got Jonathan's random. And we're full. Hello. William. Afton. Oh, there's someone there. There's freaking... Oh, did you have random up first? I totally missed it. You did. Sorry. Good job, Al. I just read right on past that, didn't I? Thank you for saying something right away. And then Bill B will buy the other random. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that, Nick. Always trying to sabotage you. Dallas, we got. I had first random, buy random, buy random. Jason should get Nick's. Bill B should get Jonathan's. Give up random. Zach, you're wanting to sell a random? Are you wanting to sell random, Zach? If so, we have one more random left, or two more if you're selling two. If anybody else wants to jump in. Just make sure that I'm not screwing this up. I'll give it a second just in case. Both if anyone wants them. Okay, there's two more randoms available if anyone wants to jump in. I'll give it a second here just to see. Throw these jersey balls away. And then I'll do the full size after we're done. Two more randoms up for $20 if anybody wants to jump in. We will run these in a second here, but there are two more available if anyone didn't get in or wants an extra spot. Otherwise, we'll roll this baby. Let's zero out the randomizer, get it ready to go. 11:24, about at the time. Try to get done by the latest 2.5 hours. There better be some dang food up there for me. Not for my wife. I'm just saying something I can find. I'm not that kind of person. She better have a meal on the table for me, man. Okay, I don't see anyone grabbing, so let's roll. Zach, if you get a team that you want to sell, you can always put it up, obviously. Anyone can, but you guys know that. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Cleveland stayed on top. Cleveland through Arizona. Oops. Share. Now paste. Okay, if anybody wants to trade or sell, please let me know now. I'm going to get rolling on this. Greg, Kansas City, Cleveland. Nick, you had Miami. You sold your random to Jason T. That's the Rams. James, Baltimore, Carolina. Bill S., San Francisco, Seattle. Steve, Pittsburgh, Tampa. Jonathan R., Minnesota. Bill B., Philadelphia. Greg, Detroit, New England. Bill S., Green Bay, Jacksonville. Brady, Indy, and the Jets. Brant, you have Cincy and Buffalo. Greg, Houston, Chargers, New Orleans, Washington. Phil, you have the Giants in Chicago. Zach, Vegas and Atlanta. Roger, Denver, Tennessee. Zach, Dallas, Arizona. Rams are up for trade. If anybody wants to trade Jason for the Rams. Carolina for Cleveland is a trade offer, Greg. James offering Carolina for Cleveland. There's nothing wrong with getting Philly. Unless you don't like Jalen Hurts. He's going to keep K. Carolina's up for trade or sell if anybody wants to trade or buy Carolina from James. I am not like other people, other series. No. I don't know if I've loaded one or two in. You know what? I don't know. You might be right. I've loaded, but I don't know if they were stragglers. But some started with more than 6. Remember, it's not a series of 192. I think it was 194, 195. I got 4 hit ones or 5. I think he's just saying what he wants to say. All I know is I've looked at it, and if I haven't reloaded, it's because I didn't think we need to yet. So, Obi said he'll buy Carolina. Okay. This is gonna be funny when Philly comes out. Okay, gotcha. James selling to Obi. Thanks, Obi. Carolina. I've got 4-2. Yeah, I trust Nick and Obi on those ones, but okay, I'm straight to the point. I was gonna say I don't think there's only one helmet left in there, but sometimes they creep up on me. Okay, let's grab 2 boxes. Good luck, everyone. It still says stop sharing. I'm gonna hit it again. Hopefully it doesn't screw anything up. There it goes. Okay, let's get our 2 numbers. Last 2 of the night. 1, 2. 117, 117. And that sounds like Bigfoot walking upstairs. Don't tell my wife I said that. I'm pretty sure it's her. She is not Bigfoot. I think I've seen Dallas hit 8 or 9 one series. Yeah, there's been a few. I don't think there was one that hit a ton last series, but the series before that there was. I'm never gonna have a dead team, so if I have to pump a team up, I will. It's just the way it goes. I don't like a series where you join and you wonder if there's a single helmet from that team in the series. I know a lot of people do it with a pick one random one, so at least your claim has one. But even then, sometimes you get a claim and a random in a room where there's not, several boxes where you could have 2 dead teams. I don't want a single team to be dead in this series ever, and it never will be. I don't like it. Doesn't sit right with me. So I know that it's common. I know that obviously we get a case of 4 from Gold Rush. There's only 4 teams there, but there should be a chance that all 32 are present. Vikes had 7 last series. There's 1. There you go. So I have to reload in the middle at the end for usually a team or 2, but it happens. Series 28, Dallas hit 8. There you go. And they did not start with 8. I'll promise you that. No team starts with 8. Okay, 117 and 16. Let me grab the last 2 of the night, guys. I'm slowing down. my thing in there. Did I take it in there? Hopefully I grabbed the right boxes. 117, 16. I did. Good memory. Great job remembering two numbers, Al. 16 and 117. Okay. Good luck, all. Last two, got my screen up here. I don't think I've missed any Wonka points today. I think we only had a 2 and a 4. If I've had more than that, and you guys know for sure, refresh me. I'll look at the back of the boxes before I'm done tonight. But 16, Series 33, 0 Wonka. I think we only had the 2 and the 4. 2 for Greg, 4 for Nick. Okay, here's another one where this is one where I use my football knowledge and of what's rare, what's not to scoop something up like this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That's 2 Chiefs tonight. But we got, just like the Jets, VSR 4 the other night. It's freaking heavy. We got another one. We got an authentic pro line here for the Chiefs. This is a name. I'm gonna do a little guess name here. This is a name that if you guys get it right in the next 30 seconds, someone gets it right, I'll give you 10 Wonka bucks, 10 not points, 10 Big Al credit. Someone can guess who this is in 30 seconds. I'll give you 10 Big Al bucks. Who had Kansas City? Kansas City's Greg. Greg, congrats. This is you. Let's see if someone can guess it. Montana, good guess, because that's Chiefs. Len Dawson, Nick Lowry, Allen, Curly Culp, Christian Okoye, Green, Derek Thomas, Worthy, Deontay Hall, Hank Stram. Nothing right yet. I'll give you another 15 seconds. I'll give you a secondary hint when it's no longer available for a correct guess. Holmes, the Nigerian Nightmare, Derek Thomas, Jan Stenerud. Good guesses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Jared Allen, Gonzo, Bucker. Good guesses. My secondary guess was there's 2 guys that I want in my collection that are impossible to find. This is one of the 2, and it may not even be a play that you guys like, but I love them. To give you a hint, they go hand in hand. One of them, Nick guessed the one that I really want. I want Priest Holmes. This is the other one. It was a fantasy nightmare. If you had him on your team for a few years, he was great. I think he kind of went a little, maybe he didn't go loopy, but I think he got in trouble for a few things. He was an excellent running back. Excellent. 3, 2, 1. You guys might not even recognize the signature because I don't. I don't know that I'd pick it out of a crowd. I will now. Anyone know who that is? Philzy knows. LJ is correct. Larry Johnson. You guys have to get my you guys have to give me your thoughts on that. Is that that's lame, or that's cool? Priest Holmes, Larry Johnson, 2 guys I really want in my collection. Grandmama, yes, it's the other Larry Johnson. He was so good. Priest Holmes too. I think they both of them won my dad multiple. My dad played high stakes fantasy football, and they'd give him like a plaque with the MVP. Larry Johnson was one. Priest Holmes was a couple times too. Anyways, I thought it was cool. You're not going to see him very often. I doubt most of you guys have seen him in a break before. JSA certified Larry Johnson, authentic pro line. That's a Chiefs fans gem there. I don't know. Greg, congrats. It's a cool helmet. I know it's not for everyone, so I get it. But when I saw that, I thought that's pretty dang cool. Larry Johnson. So if you guys ever see a Priest Holmes, he's on the top of my list. I loved Priest Holmes. I saw one a while back, and it was the girl that owned it. She did not want to sell it for below a certain amount. I offered like 100 under it, and I think she got offended, and she never talked to me again. I should have just bought it. I should have bought it. Series 33, 0 Wonka points, 117. Yeah, thanks, Mark. Have a good night, man. As soon as that helmet comes in, Mark, I'll shoot you a picture. Still not here today. Hopefully this week. See a label here. This could possibly be who it is, and it is. Well, we saw that's running back. You guys got obliterated by the running backs there at the start and the end. 3, 2, 1. I was going to say we had 2 Falcons, but one of them was from Racky. So just one from Big Al's tonight. Atlanta on a lunar. I'm hiding the signature because he decided to sign the crown. Who had Atlanta? Atlanta was, that's the random for Zach. Zach. Hey, extra piece. You okay with me hanging on to this, Zach, to give away? There's 1 here, there's 2 here, so you're good to go on yours. This technically is a part of your helmet, but if you're good with me keeping this to give it away on another helmet that's missing one, that would be great. Jamal, oh, probably because I said running backs. This is not a running back, but they kind of turned it up a little bit there with Larry Johnson and Bijan. That's prime time. Deion Sanders, Lunar Eclipse, back certified for the Atlanta Falcons, one of his 5 teams he played for. Atlanta, Dallas, San Francisco, Baltimore, and Washington. We've hit him on all 5 teams on full sizes. Washington's the hardest, and then Baltimore. Deion Sanders, you go with that, Zach? Okay, I'm going to keep that to give away to someone else that's missing one. Atlanta Falcons, Lunar, nice hit, Zach. So others and running back, I think maybe just one other running back. So did the other win again tonight, or did running back tight ends tie? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it was a tie. 5 running back tight ends, 5 others, 3 quarterbacks. I beat you guys. Woo, woo, woo. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I almost got the most. 5, 5, 4, 2. You guys picked the worst out of all of them. You got it, Zach. No problem. Anybody else here win something they want me to corner? I think that's the only one I heard about so far. I'll make sure, but please let me know tonight so I don't ship it. Okay, recap. All I know is wide receivers did not win. I'm sorry, guys. Third-party stuff tonight. We had Bijan Robinson and Derrick Henry from Racky. Both fun replicas there. We hit 2 authentics night 1, now 2 replicas. So we're back to, 4 left from those on authentics and reps. The Funko was Mike Singletary, Samurai Mike. The jersey tonight was, I always keep saying Shane, Josh Dillon. Helmet was a nice Padres slick, Matty looking one there, but that's Jake Cronenworth. What am I missing? Gold Rush full size was Marshall Faulk, and the rest was Big Al's. We had 2 jerseys, 2 quarterbacks, Joe Montana, Justin Herbert. Fun hits there. We had a Carson Wentz Ice. We had a Rob Gronkowski Lunar, a Dexter Jackson STS, a Joe Namath Flash, a Will Anderson Alabama helmet, a Malik Neighbors Throwback Speed, an Xavier Worthy Classic, a Deion Sanders Lunar, and a Larry Johnson Authentic Pro Line for the Chiefs. Fun night tonight, guys. Congrats to those that won. Yeah, there's a lot of red, isn't there? Red, and a red jersey. Crazy. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you won, great. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Hopefully it changes for you. Anything staying, please let me know tonight. You can message me or you can tell me later. That's great. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night, and we'll see you on Wednesday if you're around.